Okay, it's just me again, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my last video, but it sure was messed up, and I'll probably totally delete it off of YouTube. So if you see it gone, and you see it replaced with this one, then you know this one worked. If, if you don't see it, it means it didn't work. Alright, this isn't my best footage I've ever done, but it's pretty good footage because it's showing some boats way out in the distance. And some boats closer to us. You can see in the size, some of these boats are pretty much the same size, and some are even bigger. This one you see the outrigger's out with its nets. Um, so he's working on picking himself up some shrimp, people. Um, but also you can see this distorted edge along the bottom. Also, you see how everything above is distorted. That's the heat distortion, moisture in the air. Uh, it's not popping up over the curve because there's no curve out there. Everything beyond this boat where you should be able to see is hidden in this pink light or orange light. Um, Light will block out objects, and I'll have a little demonstration of that later on in the video. With the sun and a boat going in front of it. And you see I'm in my happy spot here. I don't know if I zoom all the way back, but I'm in my little spot. Well, you can see right from the beginning I'm in my little spot. If you're not familiar where I film, you'll have to go and look. Um, I'm approximately 4 feet off the water, probably a little bit less. um, but you can see I'm having to focus, trying to get it into good focus, turning up and down the light compensation so I can bring out a little more detail. And on this boat here, you can see the transom in the water. You can see the bow of the boat. So you imagine if that boat's out another couple of miles, how much more you'll see. Hey, how about this one? Yep, you still see those nets going down in the water. But yet somebody will say, because I can't see the detail of the bottom of the boat, oh, it's beyond the curve. No, it's not, folks. A lot of these people just don't go out and observe. They don't pay attention. They don't look at angular resolution, angular size. They just automatically will say, "Oh, I can't see the bottom of the boat, so uh, it's over the curve." Do you realize even these waves that are farther out there are blocking out more and more of the bottom of the boat? Now look at this one. You can still see the back of the boat. Now you probably can't see the bow of the boat because it's on a different angle. It's going away. But he's got his riggers out too, and you can obviously see the riggers out. You can obviously see that this boat is farther out than the other boat because it's a little bit smaller. And that's what they don't understand. Angular size makes a big difference. And visibility matters too. Without the visibility, I'm not going to get as much detail. And also with the water not being perfectly flat and calm, you're going to have some kind of a blockage from these waves due to the angle that I'm at to the water. If if you don't understand that, then you don't understand art, because art, when you look at perspective, everything gets farther away, gets smaller, and eventually the bottom and the top all get mashed together. It's called convergence. Just like looking at a piece of graph paper. As you get lower and lower to that graph paper, all the blue lines cutting across all start blending together to where you can no longer see those lines past that. Now think of looking up at a say a washboard. If you know what a washboard is, I mean I'm pretty old, but uh, a washboard has ripples in it. You get down to the level with that first ripple, You can't see any of the ripples after that. Why? Because they're smaller and they drop. It's just a matter of perspective. Again, here's even some smaller boats, even further out there. And there is the North Bayport Rack at 8.5 miles away. Amazing, isn't it? And let's see here. Which way am I going to go? Left, right, left. Go to the right. Go to the left. And then here we got these signs out there, and they say danger rocks on them. I've been out there, and you can obviously see that this boat is well beyond those signs. You can't, I mean, at my height, there's no way that I should really even be seeing any of this stuff. The farther boats, sure. The North Bayport Rack is approximately 14 to 16 feet high, depending on the tides. And again, here we got this little tiny boat. And if you really look, you can make out those outriggers on the boat, especially when I make it a little bit darker. And there we go with the bigger boat. And the boat way beyond it is a lot smaller, almost to the point where it isn't even visible. So these people are crazy if they think that I'm just looking at the very tip top of the boat. I'm seeing the whole boat. It's just real small, folks. And again, we got some more boats coming in here too. Again, the outrigger's out. You can see the back of the boat if you look very, very carefully. And again, it's hard to see because of the distorting edge. Um, again, this distorted edge really makes it hard to pick up any kind of detail. But obviously, we're not just looking at the very top of the boat. You can see the riggers out, and you can see that they're off the water, where at this distance, we shouldn't even see that boat because it is well past what I should be able to see at my height. My tripod's set up at 28 inches. I'm down in a hole too because of my normal filming place. They sometimes fill it in with dirt, and it might be 6 inches to the top of the seawall. Well, right now it's about 2 feet down under the seawall because I'm barely, my camera's barely sticking over the top of the seawall. And again, we darken up the screen. You can pick up a little more of the detail of the outriggers. And I like it when these globe people just say, "Oh, you can't see the bottom of the boat, so it's being cut off by the horizon, or by the curvature." No, it's being cut off by poor visibility and a distorted edge, and distortion caused from evaporation rate of the water, uh, heat distortion, most likely more heat distortion. And of course, we've got a lot of agua that we're going through because it's a fairly warm day today. And here's another object further out there that I didn't even see before, maybe because I didn't have my the lighting turned down, or maybe that was the boat and it just the other boat that I was looking at and it just turned the other way. That's probably what happened. And I stayed out here to do the sunset too, which I did do, but I'm only going to show you a little portion of just a boat going past and show you how. Up here we go, different distances, different boats, and yeehaw. Well, I'm just going to show you how the light can easily blind you, block you. Light refracts around the whole boat. It envelops it, and it hides most of the boat, or a lot of the detail of the boat. And here shortly, you'll see. And here I get ready because it's fixing to poke its nose out. And you can see I'm real low to the water. Here comes that boat, and there goes half the boat missing. All you can see is a blob going through there. But when it comes out on the other side, you'll be able to see all the detail of the boat. And you can see that this boat is completely visible in the water. You can see the transom of the boat. There's a little audio from me and one of the pedestrians at the beach. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get going. Yeah, before she starts pushing that thing. Shit, I don't even think she can fucking pick it up. She can get it off the kickstand. She did put gas in it, though. Oh, hell yeah, all right. I went inside. I got walked out of the gas station after I paid. She was over there. She had the nozzle in the tank already. Like, oh, man, you must be in a hurry. Now you can see that boat right there with your naked eye. You see where my camera's at? Are you kidding me, man? I can't see a fucking street sign. I can't read that sign right there in front of me. God, I used to be able to read shit 2-3 blocks away. Yeah, that's where I used to.